I'm just contributing my 2 cents in support of hashtag justice for Jodian. Just like on YouTube, figure your brain some new food. Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. It has come to my attention that a 26-year-old female in Jamaica, Jodian Fearon, had recently met her demise at the University of the West Indies Hospital in St. Andrew after giving birth at the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine. According to the information that I received, Jodian, who initially had an appointment to give birth at the St. Andrew Memorial Hospital, for some difficulty arise where I wasn't so clear if it was over the pregnancy or the fact that she was showing flu-like symptoms. Either way, because of the flu-like symptoms, she was sent to Spanish Town Hospital to give birth, where she successfully gave birth. And for one reason or another, after giving birth at the Spanish Town Hospital, she was then sent to the University of the West Indies Hospital in St. Andrew for medical attention due to her sniffle-like, flu-like symptoms. In respect of the information that I've read and some of the videos that I've seen online and some of the testimonies that I've heard, Jodian had not been in contact with anyone with the symptoms of the current pandemic. So with that said, I'm gonna just come off course for a minute and address Jamaican people on a whole. And I'm talking about from the most illiterate Jamaican to the most so-called intelligent Jamaican. Because one of the biggest and most crippling plague I believe there is to the nation of Jamaica ever since I've known it has been ignorance. It's not the violence, it's not the hatred between people, it's not the nasty levity, it's the ignorance that cripples Jamaica as a nation more than anything else. Like most things of the past that Jamaicans heard and don't understand, they run with their assumption of how things work. And with this pandemic is getting on my nerves, especially how people are receiving it or how people are reacting to it. Because all of a sudden, nobody can have the annual flu anymore. As soon as someone coughs or someone sneezes, all of a sudden, they are an added number to the pandemic. Nobody can have an eye temperature anymore. You know, if your temperature goes just 1 degree over normal body temperature, all of a sudden, you're a statistic to the pandemic. It's ignorance, people. It's ignorance. And I don't know if Jamaica is in a rat race to have the most number in the world or the most number in the Caribbean. If we're in a rat race to have the most number in the world, we already failed because our population is not that much. If we are trying to have the most number in the Caribbean of people that are victim to the pandemic, I need to know why. To my understanding, this girl was healthy otherwise than having some sniffles, having a cold. It seems as if nobody can have a common cold anymore because of the pandemic. It's madness. Anyway, now that I've said that, let me get on to my real topic, because I was asked to address this issue in support of Jodian and her child, hashtag justice for Jodian. And once I hear the word justice, that's where my ears get pricked up and I'm all attentive, because when it comes to human rights and when it comes to justice, it's just an area that I love. It's just an area that I love to promote and I love to push. So first thing I did notice is that Andrew Holness did come out and extend his condolences on the passing of Jodian. And that's all good and dandy, because for one, they didn't know her personally. But I guess the political contribution that I was most interested in was the Minister of Health's contribution. So there was a video of the Minister of Health that says this.
Many of you would have heard of the untimely passing of a young woman who had her baby at the Spanish Town Hospital, having spent some time at the Andrews Memorial Hospital, and after giving birth, ended up at the University Hospital of the West Indies. There are a lot of stories going around as to what led to her untimely passing. Firstly, I want to express my deepest condolences and regret at her passing to her family members, to her friends, and indeed to all of Jamaica. I have asked for a thorough investigation to take place, and as soon as the results are available, which I hope will be very soon, we will make the information public.
To the average person, that is a wholesome contribution to Jodian, her child, and her extended family. To me, it's not enough. It's what anybody with any level of common courtesy would say. Condolences to her. The part that interests me the most of what Christopher Tufton just says is the part where he says he's going to do a thorough investigation, and as soon as the investigation is completed and he knows what is what, he will make it available to the public. And then what? It's already available to the public. There was a malpractice between one or all three of the hospitals. That's it. There's nothing else you can say that's going to bring back Jodian Fearon. It's nothing else you can do that's going to make her walking, talking, breathing again. She is unfortunately gone. It's final. So instead of talking about let it be known, I mean, I'm not related to Jodian, but I'm a Jamaican, so we have something in common. And that could have been me, or that could have been any relative of mine. So pretty much I'm saying on behalf of Jamaicans who have suffered malpractices of Jamaica's hospitals, condolences and apologies aren't enough. I understand that money can't bring back life, and money can't even equate to life. But in this particular case, that's what I'm listening to here, Mr. Tufton. The Jamaican government have to pronounce the word. They have to put it in their mouth. It's called financial compensation. There is a brand new baby on earth that do not know her mother, will not meet her mother, will just have to grow up and see photograph of her mother. There is a baby that's alive right now that is gonna lack the love, the care, the hugs, the kisses, the discipline, the moral teaching of a Jamaican citizen who died under the care of the Ministry of Health. I don't care which hospital she died under. She died under the care of the Jamaican Labour Party's Ministry of Health. If it was the People's National Party, I would be saying she died under their government, their administration. But Andrew Holness, Christopher Tufton, y'all need to step up to the plate. There are too much bias in Jamaica. There's too much prejudice in Jamaica. The scale is too lopsided when it comes to Jamaicans and Jamaicans. So I guess the problem I'm trying to outline here, there's too much classism in Jamaica. Jamaica is for Jamaicans, and Jamaicans want to feel at home. I'm just contributing my 2 cents in support of hashtag Justice for Jodian. And I want all my subscribers and viewers, just take the time out. Type hashtag for Jodian and any of your social network in support of this. And if you also support my view that Jodian's daughter should be compensated for the malpractices of the Ministry of Health, do say so in the commentary below. Enforce it that Jamaicans are respected. That's pretty much all I have to say today, people. And as you know on my channel, I accept thumbs up and thumbs down, agreement and disagreement, because at the end of the day, each one teach one. You've reached the end of my video, and that in itself is a support that I truly appreciate. And while I'm at it, I will take this time out to let you guys know other ways that you can support my channel. The first and simplest way that you can support my channel is by giving this video a thumbs up. And the second and most important way that you can support this channel is by hitting that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel and follow me through my YouTube journey. Other ways that you can support my channel is by going to my Teespring online store and buying some of my merch. And another way that you guys can also support this channel is by joining me in Patreon to give me a contribution to support what I do on YouTube and what I do to entertain you guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your continuous support and ask that you join me, ENT Sebast, on YouTube and see where my journey takes me. Until next time, people, peace.